Hello, it's been a while, I think, since I posted a video like this just to kind of sit and chat about the energy. I don't really plan it anymore. I think I used to try to do it once a week, once a month, and I just very much try to tune into what's going on. And when I feel that a video needs to come out, then I just allow that and do that. So that's what I'm doing right now. I want to do a quick reading with the Archangel cards by Doreen Virtue. And I don't honestly use this particular deck very often, but I just feel like that's the right one, so I'm going to go with that. And then I will get into, interesting, because there's usually at the bottom of the deck is a message for you, and Divine Order, which was the same one that I saw earlier because I did one reading for myself personally with this deck as well. But anyway, I'm just going to focus and ask for one card message, but you never know, sometimes there's more that needs to come up, so just allowing and trusting that and asking for whatever message needs to come through to help us all today through this very intense, crazy time. Today is March 22nd, it's almost the 23rd depending on where you live, of 2016. So the message that we have is take back your power with Archangel Raziel. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Okay, so I think that this is very, very fitting because what I want to talk about today is about the universal energy going on right now. And tomorrow we have a full moon lunar eclipse. It's a very powerful time right now. We also have Easter coming up, and we just had the solstice. And it's spring over here. I don't know where you are, and if it just became spring or if it just became fall, depending on the hemisphere. But regardless, it's a time of renewal and rebirth and change. And a lot of people, apparently, are having very intense dreams, myself included. I've had a lack of sleep, which is not very common for me. I usually sleep pretty well. So that indicates to me that there's a lot going on energetically. So I've seen a lot of people post about that as well, the fact that they're not getting much sleep, or when they are sleeping, they're doing a lot of spiritual work in dreams and in spirit. So last night I had quite a few bad dreams, to the point where I woke up and I cried. And I can honestly say that that has happened to me. If it ever happened, it was probably years ago. So again, it just indicates to me that this is a very, very intense time, and that we as a collective are all feeling the same energies. We're feeling the same things, even if we're not directly affected by a tragedy or just by the intensity. We're all connected. And that's something that I was really reminded of strongly today, because there's dust flying around. But don't be surprised if you see feathers or light flying around too. Seems to happen to me. But anyway, I posted today that I had a bad dream and that I cried it out. And apparently a lot of other people did too, because a lot of people replied on my personal Facebook and said that they also had nightmares last night and that they were having an intense day. And someone actually mentioned that they were going to be using rose quartz, which is really good for the heart. I'm sporting mine under my scarf, keeping it close to my chest, trying to be very gentle with myself today. And the thing is, it can be really easy to get lost in this negativity, get lost in the emotion. But it can equally be as easy to swing to the opposite side of the spectrum and try to shut out our feelings and try to be overly positive. So it's about trying to find this balance. And this lunar eclipse is in Libra, which is about the scales. It's about balance. I'm a Libra myself, and I try to always find balance in my life. Aren't we all, right? Balance seems to be hard to attain at times, especially at this specific time on this planet, I feel. But it is possible, and, it doesn't mean you have to be perfectly at 50% in the middle of some sort of spectrum. You know, every day is different. Every day's energy is completely different at this point. You can have really high highs and feel amazing and positive one day, and the next day you have a mental breakdown. It's very much all over the place, and that is normal. So if you're going through that right now, please know that you're not alone, because a lot of us are just riding this roller coaster wave, if you will. And some days it's really, really rough, no matter how spiritual you are, or how, I mean, we're all spiritual beings in truth, you know, but no matter how far you are along your spiritual path or journey, or what you practice or what you believe, we're all human. We're all equal. We all want the same things. We're all looking for love, which is funny because I started writing a song about 2 years ago that I never finished until now, and I've been guided to finish it, and it's about that exact topic. The fact that we're all equal, and the fact that we're all looking for the same things. We're all looking for love. We're all trying to find our way back home. We all want to be acknowledged for who we are, for the light that we are, for how far we've come, for how much we've grown, for the person we've turned into. And it's just a very, very intense time right now, guys. So the message is to take back your power and remember who you are. This is who we all are. Whether you deem yourself to be a good or a bad person, and whether you think that about your neighbor or your roommate or your colleague or your boss, or these people that are doing really, really horrible things and performing terrorist acts, they are looking for attention. They're looking for love. The root of that all, no matter what chaos you want to talk about, is the search for love, for acceptance, for attention. And these things are placed upon the earth for a reason. So as much as we want to sit here and try to make the world a perfect place, I don't even think it's about that necessarily. I really believe that world peace starts with inner peace. And that's not to say, again, that you're going to feel 100% unconditional love for yourself every day. That's like trying to be completely, perfectly centered and balanced every day. There's some days where maybe you're, leaning a little bit more this way, and maybe another day you're leaning a little bit more that way. And some days you want to feel like 100%, but you're at 50, and other days you feel like you're at 95, Like I said earlier, every single day is different. The energies are always changing right now. Many of us are looking for a new start, and we're looking for a new beginning. And I understand firsthand how frustrating it can be when you just want to turn the page and start your new chapter, and you just want to close this book and be over with it. But all these things, these upheavals, come up for a reason. In the physical, emotionally, spiritually, in all ways, we're all really going through a huge purge, and it feels like it never ends, and I know that, and I know I know what it's like to let go of so much and feel like you can't possibly purge anything else. But keep in mind that we may be carrying a lot of burdens and stresses and fears from past lifetimes. We're clearing a lot of stuff, not just from this life. We're also clearing things from our ancestry, and that's a huge deal. And I think that we're all here on this planet right now to be doing this major healing work. But again, it always stems from self. It starts with yourself. And if we can't be kind to ourselves, again, not saying we have to be perfectly kind and loving and accepting every day, because we're human and it's okay to have days when you're frustrated with yourself. But for the majority of the time, I think it's really important that we put our focus towards being our best selves. And it's not even about becoming someone we're not or something we're not. It's about embracing who we are, our truth, taking our power back, remembering that we all stem from light and love, and that we all came here with a divine mission. And we can't control what someone else's mission is. And we may have judgments about what's right and what's wrong and what's good and what's bad in this world, and black and white and yada yada. But that's kind of the old paradigm of duality. And in truth, there's a lot of gray here on this planet. And that's something that we can either accept or resist, and that's our choice. So in taking our power back, it's about that. It's about our conscious choice every day. And I can't stress it enough. I've said it a million times, and I'll say it again. You know, it's not about feeling perfect every day. It's not about trying to be perfect every day. What it's about, though, is trying our best and doing our best to remember the light that we are, to remember to do what brings us joy. And even if we practice something so simple, like a kind gesture towards ourselves, taking an extra 5 minutes every day to do something nice that our soul yearns for us to do, whether it's treating a stranger with such kindness that they didn't expect. You know, it can be something so small as giving someone a smile down the street, and you have no idea what that person's going through. And we can't keep diminishing how powerful we are. And I'm guilty too. I really am. I have many times when I feel like I'm not doing enough or not being enough or I'm not enough. And I've carried that for probably centuries. And clearing that takes time, and it's a practice, and I practice it every day. And some days I feel really good about myself, and I think I'm really making a difference. And I think that I'm being as positive as I can be, and my thoughts are awesome and on track, and I feel very in the flow, and I feel abundant. But I'm human, and I have days when I don't feel like I'm doing enough, and I just, I struggle like everyone else. But again, are we going to keep judging ourselves for that and keep acting like we don't make a difference? Because we do. Everyone, think about it. If everyone on this planet right now is thinking to themselves that they don't make a difference, then we're not moving forward as a collective. But think about everyone on this planet, if they make a shift in perception, and even if it's not every single person on the planet, let's just think of the majority, because we can't control everyone. And there's always going to be challenging negative aspects and energies, and we can't control that. And they exist for a reason, to remind us of our light and who we really are. So just think of the majority of the people on this planet right now. If every single person remembered who they are, remembered that they are a part of the divine, that they are a piece of the divine, that they are light, they are love, that they are deserving of light and love, and that they deserve to live a happy, joyful, abundant life, that they deserve to feel peaceful, and that they have a purpose, even if they don't know how to execute their purpose. If everyone just awakened to the fact that they are so powerful, that our thoughts are powerful, that our vibrations are powerful, that our smiles are powerful, that our presence, our mere presence being here on this planet is powerful, then the whole collective shifts. So don't for 1 second keep thinking that you don't matter, because you matter. You matter. I matter. Everyone matters and has a voice and has a message, and everyone has the right, the divine birthright, to be here, to live their purpose, to be happy and abundant, to live out their life purpose, whatever that may be, to live the life of their dreams. And the only thing stopping us and getting in our way is ourselves sometimes, thinking that we can't do it or we don't deserve it or someone else is more deserving than we are, or focusing on the negative. And now is not the time to do that. Now is not the time to back down and hide because there's negative things that go on in the planet. You're going to live a really long, miserable life if you keep staying stuck and thinking that you are powerless and thinking that all you can do is sit back and watch the TV and watch negative things. I don't think that we came here to do that. I don't believe that I came here to do that. I really don't. I don't think that I came here to sit back and not make a difference. So no matter who you are, no matter how old you are, or what you do for a living, or how much money you have in your bank account, it doesn't matter, because we're equal and we come from the same place, and everyone deserves love and wants love and respect and peace begins within. So please remember to take back your power when you can. This is associated with the solar plexus chakra, which is underneath your heart. It's kind of like in your rib cage section. It's associated with the color yellow, so you may find it beneficial to be surrounded by the color yellow right now, or even green or pink for the heart chakra, just to stay open to receiving, because you deserve to receive blessings. Everyone does. And please remember that you make a difference just by being here. If you're alive right now and you're watching this, then that means that you have a purpose, and that means that you are powerful. So please remember that your thoughts are powerful. What you send out to the world is felt by others. We are so interconnected, it's not even funny. We can't even fathom how connected we are, but we really are. And it's not cliche to say that we're one love, we're all one, because we are one and we are connected. And my example earlier was that I had a really horrible night's sleep with bad dreams, and I woke up and I sobbed. And that was way before I turned on the news today. That was way before I went on social media. I was already connecting with this heartache that I haven't felt so intensely in a very, very long time. And it just goes to show that I'm very sensitive. We are all sensitive beings, and we're all feeling each other. We're all feeling the collective energy. And whether we're conscious of it or not, that's the reality. That's what I think anyway. So please try your best to stay positive without shutting down your emotions. Try your best to allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you need to feel. It needs to be released. If you're not releasing it, if you're not speaking it, if you're not writing it, if you're not expressing it in some healthy way, if you're not having a cry, if you're not, going for a swim, or if you're not being around water, around cleansing, clearing things, it's bottling up in your body, and it causes dis-ease, it causes sickness, it causes illness. It causes you to feel down, to lower your vibration, which is felt by everyone. So try your best to allow things to come up, out, to move through you, so you can create space for the new, for what you want, for what you desire, for what you deserve. Because this is a time that is really powerful, and our thoughts are amplified, and our feelings are amplified, and it's a very, very emotional time. And it's challenging. But we are powerful beings. And it's human to forget that, and it's okay to forget that sometimes. But please remind yourself of that as much as you can. So affirm that. Affirm this. I am a powerful being, and it is safe for me to be powerful. And ask yourself, what does power look like to you? What does power mean to you? Because we have a lot of misconstrued versions and visions of what power is on this planet. We've been taught that power looks like something that it's really not. We've been shown leadership that is cruel. We've been shown power that has been really ego-based, by people taking advantage of others or just being cruel. Like I said, real power is going within. Real power is owning who you are, being who you are, not feeling bad about who you are, living your purpose, living your passion, being kind to yourself, being kind to others. That is what power is. Power is light, power is love, and power is not controlling. Power is just being.